Oh. Yeah. Oh. Go handle. They're gonna work. It might work. Get on there. Yep. There we go. Nobody? Don't know. See if anybody's paying attention. Better pause that. Don't want any copyright infringements. Crazy one. Nobody? I'm not on anybody's fucking radar no more. $44 seconds. Oh! Lee Harris, hey now. There you go. I gotta turn it this way. What's going on, mister? Doing a little live test drive out here in the shop. Guy's gonna do that Freedom Convoy this Saturday. So I want to see if the live thing, backdoor live thing, worked on the new phone. I know on the iFail. So reckon it's working. Neat. Cool. I got 6 people. No one commenting other than Mr. Harris. Can you hear me now? There we go. Mr. Brash, East Central Illinois. How you doing, mister? All right. This is cool. It's working. Totally unexpected. Just want to test drive it is all. Guy took a video of the truck earlier, but I said, the hell with it. Bored as fuck. Thanks for coming on. Well, you know, I'm here for you, Mr. Harris. I'm here for you. So, y'all want to check out the truck? Bork, what's up, mister? Hey, your backdoor thing's still working, man. Cool. So, guys been doing some stuff and things on the old T-Ruck. And I got some really bitchin' fucking headlights that are going in tonight. My dad just left because I needed some electrical, digital connectors and whatnot. So, this one will let me turn it around while I got it in my... Yeah. Let me show you guys this fucking hot rod. Let me turn on the fucking... I only got one headlight in at the moment, so yeah, there we go. There's that. The other one's just dangling there because I gotta get it wired up. Let me see if I can spin this prick around. Boop, rear. Hey, it works. I'll be dipped. So check that bad boy out. That's like a Mennonite's fucking wet dream right there, man. All fucking murdered out and shit. Digging on it, fucking digging on it, man. It's cool as fuck. Let me turn that off. Brand new battery. Guy don't need to be killing that. Got the dash in there. Yeah. So, all you guys from out of state. So there's a feller that's at a junkyard for, holy Christ, man. This guy's probably late 60s. Donnie Post. Guy's cool as shit, dude. He's got this big old fat dog he brings everywhere. Brings him in the bank and shit. Guy's cool as fuck. Everyone knows him in town. I went out back and got some rotten piece of shit dash pad out of an old junk truck. But the mom-in-law had bought this cover for her husband years and years ago. So the guy just used some fucking, what the hell? Oh, a hot glue gun. Because it jams over the edge right here. And then I was able to just glue it up there next to the dash. So, like, you know, a 5-footer. She looks pretty sweet. It's not too fucking shabby. So we did that. Fuck, I was out here till 11 o'clock last night decking around. So got the dash pad in and all that shit. Dad come over last night and we monkeyed with that Rotten Chester carburetor, which we actually didn't have to monkey with it. It's working fine. And he adjusted on the clutch. So, saved me a fuck ton of money. I don't have to get a clutch no more. Oh, I can back you up even farther. Cool. This thing's full of all sorts of surprises. So, I don't have to get a clutch, and I don't have to get a carburetor, which is neat. So, I got my lowering kit coming, so I'm doing a 3-inch drop in the front and a 5-inch drop in the back. And the cool part about this kit is it's just the spindles. Let me get on this side because I already took the rotor off. So what it does is if I can, it's still got it fucking heavy. So this drop spindles, all it's gonna do is take this guy and bring it up 3 inches. So all my steering geometries will be the same, and it comes with a new shockulator too. So it'll still steer like a 1981 C10, which, you know, I'm sure that'd be fun. But it won't fuck nothing up. And then the biggest thing is my bump stop. We'll still have all the room that it has now. I watched the video the other night, and this kid put a 3-inch drop in the front, but he used a spring, and he only had about that much room to the bump stop. Well, here in communist New York, our roads are fucking trash. So I can just imagine going through a corner at about 55, 60 and hitting a bump and, you know, no more fucking and hitting a bump stop. That could be not so fun of a ride. So I changed my mind on that one. Then in the rear, all this is a flip kit. So we're just gonna take the axle and put it on top of the leaf springs right there. And that comes with a new shock later too. And then the guy's got to cut these bump stops off, and then a much smaller poly bushing or something, because guy might end up, you know, doom, hitting that feller. So I got that coming, and then I got once all that business is done, the brakes are all done, because I got all the hardware for the drums in the back. I couldn't believe the price. Like, I got everything other than brake lines and drums for this thing for maybe $400. Like new master, rotors, pads, calipers, new rubber lines for the front, all hardware kit, new shoes for the back. It's like $300. I couldn't believe it. But, you know, I don't know what, is this like Dale Earnhardt be rolling over in his grave? It's fucking AC Delco for all you Chevrolet fellers. What is all that? Is that, let me get in there. What is that? Is that Xi Jinping stuff there? Like, what in the fuck? I don't know. So, I gotta get closer to the interweb because the comments, I don't know if y'all are commenting or if I just can't see it. If I can't see it and you can still hear me, I'm apologizing because my internet's not so hot out here in the shop. I got the wife's door open to her shop, which she'll be super happy that the salon will smell like truck. But yeah, showing 7. Oh, there's one. Lane Lockhart. Hey now, what's going on, mister? Just a little test drive on the going live part. That's cool that a guy can still do that. That's super neat. What else does this thing got going? Oh, I got a new, here, let me flip you around so you can look at my dumb face. Let me see how this works. That's cool. That's how that works. That's neat. So I got a roll pan coming that comes with LED lights in it already, which that'd be cool. Not so bad. Yeah, living the dream, man. One fucking nightmare at a time. This is like, let me try to get it back there. There we go. Oh, Mr. Hess, look at that. I need a square body. And what happened to the Mustang? The Mustang is still here. So, and you can't have this square body because I'm not allowed to sell it ever. That's the mom-in-law's rule. She's like, it's a family heirloom now. It stays in the family. Yes, ma'am. So the Mustang's over in the lean-to. And for all intents and purposes, because mom-in-law's coming up on the 27th of May. Hopefully she's coming with a title, because that's probably the only thing I'm going to be lacking to put plates on this thing. This thing should be ready to roll by then. Don't forget the picture of the trailer. Oh, yeah. It's out. You know what? Text me tomorrow, Mike, and remind me, because the trailer's home. So I'll get it for you tomorrow. I promise. Guy gets, you know, I got more irons in the fire than a Roman fucking blacksmith. I tell you, I got more shit going on. Jesus. But what are you gonna do? It's either be busy, you're going 0 miles an hour making no fucking money, and that's no good. Where's my pipe? But what was that? Oh yeah. So yeah, get back to you there, cuz yeah, the Mustang's over in the lean-to. So the old square buddy should be on the road no problem before June. So come wintertime, Butchie here will go out in the lean-to, and then the Mustang's gonna get back in here because it won't not out there in the wintertime. I covered the bare steel-ish with some spray paint, but I don't need that. I already did all the metal work on that fucker once, and I won't be doing it again. So yeah, yeah, man, fucking busy here and shit. I'll show you another project I got. Let me. Don't smoke, kids. It's bad for you. So let me spin you around and show you this other project I got going for fucking work here. This will be fun. Spin move. Do it now. Rear. There you go. Yep. Cool. There's an engine. So check these fucking slabs out. You can get them at the Lowe's town. So that one kitchen that I did on the hey, thanks, Gary. The one kitchen I did out in Seneca Falls, they wanted a live edge, like kitchen nook table. I think I mentioned it in the business channel there. So there's my pieces. All right, I got the legs, I got the epoxy, I got the poor man's planer. It's like a router with a big fucking bit and a jig, and then you jam it across the table, and you can take like 1/8 of an inch off at a rip, because we got some splits here. I got some cool stainless steel bow ties that you can put in on the splits there, so she won't open up anymore. So that's pretty neat. So I desperately need to get working on that pretty soon, because I've already been paid for that gig. She was the mother, and was nice enough to. I told her, like, I'll charge you zero labor if you buy all the equipment I need to build it. And she's like, okay. So here I am building it. Well, when I get to building it. So let me whip you back around here. Get your cow. Open. Front. Go. Now. There it is. Sweet. So there's that little project. But yeah, guys, it's been, I wouldn't say consumed, but I just really dig working on this old truck, because the parts are kind of cheap, and the stuff that needs to be done on it, I'm talented enough to do it. And, everything's working. Like, I threw the headlights in and I turned the switch and boop, they came on. I couldn't fucking believe it. I was like, I'll be dipped. So that's pretty sweet. We got always special tools needed for it. Yeah. When it comes to that woodworking stuff, Lee, yeah, big time. Like, you guys are, I know, Lee, you were bored as balls. Check out Stone Coat Countertops on YouTube. This is where I got some of the equipment that I bought. It's the poor man's planer is what I call it. There's like a router jig. And I think I got a track saw jig from him as well. But that guy makes some gnarly shit, man. He can turn like a shit 70s countertop look like, marble or whatever. This guy is super talented with his stuff and things. And actually, it's funny because I don't think it was a bot. Maybe it was a bot. I don't know. But I got a text message from the guy. Asked me how I liked my stuff and things. I was like, well, I haven't put it together yet because I've been busy working on the truck, which I need to get my ass busy in the shop or in the other barn, the barn talking barn, and set up that jig and get going. Appreciate you, William. She'll be running here, boy, I tell you what. I'd say about second week of May, she's going to be ready to roll. The old man, who's he's the real mechanic. We got to do valve stem seals on it. That's why she's still smoking. I thought it was a carburetor. I thought she was running rich, but I'm not too, carburetors are not my thing. I don't know. Old vehicles are the best to work on and easy. Hell yeah. Let me turn you guys around, and some of you fellas already know what you're going to be looking at, but check out, there's not a lick of fucking plastic in this fucking giant compartment. Look at the room a guy's got in here. You could sit that's metal, American fucking steel. Guy can plant his ass right there and work over here, or vice versa. Other than, you don't want to sit on that. That'd probably hurt. But, tons of fucking room in here. And she runs like I couldn't believe it. She just, I tell you right now, I'd go in there and bump the key. She'd fire right up. She's a runner, boy. I'm not a Chevy guy, but who doesn't love a square body? They're just fucking neat. It's messed up that Chevy is the only brand that's cheap with parts and stuff now. Well, it all depends on what you got, because this thing, like the brakes, the brakes and stuff were cheap, but a brand new dash pad's $400. The front bumper's $400. The rear bumper's $400. I got way better things. I bought the lowering kit with shipping. I think it was just barely $400. I'd rather have the thing lowered and a junk dash in it and be able to drive it and look cool than a nice shiny bumper on. Have you seen the girl? She's kind of like a calico. The bed The bed is pretty much all this primer gray color, short bed step sider, but the bed's just as just as good a shape as the rest of the truck. I mean, this thing's solid as a rock, boy. It's friggin' dope. Small block, I'm pretty sure that's what it is, cuz I can't get my fat head. The numbers are back. A feller told me that the numbers are back here on top of the block. Like if I took the hood off and got like a Daymaker 2000 and shined it down in there, I might be able to see the numbers. I got the VIN number. There's some numbers off the front here behind the charging whirler, but those didn't come up with nothing on the Google machine to really tell me what in the hell was going on. Front side, there we go. I like this app better than the fucking iFail camera. It works way, way better. What's Lane saying? Lots of room. Yeah, you can have a party underneath there, man. There's tons of, them sons of, you put a 454 big block in there or whatever you want. Guy's got his, let me show you. I got to turn you around one more again. That's good stuff for you. Guy ain't got to do any work tomorrow. Check this out. Let me spin move one more again. So, yeah. So, we got new furniture because some of the old pup, the old dog that we had there, he passed away a couple weeks ago. Actually, it was the week we went and picked up Butch. So we got new furniture because he kind of destroyed the furniture on his way out. Poor doggy. And it wasn't comfortable for me. So the wife's like, well, let's get you an easy chair. So we went to go get an easy chair and I got one. So I got me a Groucho Lounger. And in the process, we ended up getting a new TV and a surround sound. So I took the old TV and mounted it out in the garage. So now a guy can, watch his YouTube videos while he's working on his, working on the old freaking square bod. So that's pretty. So there's that. I gotta get another cold snack. That's bullshit. Hopefully I don't lose y'all. I got both doors open, hoping that the Wi-Fi will make it. That's worth a nickel. But yeah. So yeah, just testing on that. Hopefully it'll work. Right out of there. Hopefully, this is a backdoor thing that Bort showed me how to do, because I still don't have the subscribers to go legit live on the Bloob tube. But Bort showed me how to do this trick about a year ago. So hopefully I got enough interweb capabilities where we're traveling Saturday where I can do this, when we get to wherever we're going. I don't know. It's like going to be close to Albany town to start bitching and complaining. I see that fucking bitch there, Hokel, was on. Here, hold on. I need two hands. Seen that bitch Hokel was on the fucking TV. Yeah. This morning talking about, the Omicron, blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. We're over it. Fuck you. No one gives a shit anymore. People do give a shit. I guess their loved ones get sick and die. But, Christ, my dad's 66, my mom's 65. Well, they just got over it. And they don't have the fucking juice. So, tell me again what that shit does for you. I don't fucking know. I know what it's doing to some young people, which is bullshit. Yeah, hoping to be, other than the fact that I got to, as far as what you're telling there, Willie, it's going to be a good time, other than the fact that I got to, leave here at 6:30 a.m. And ever since I got in the Army, I don't like getting up early. I don't like getting up early when I'm making money. I'm not going to be making any money Saturday. You guys going to be driving a truck with a couple flags hanging off the headache rack. I'm going to be spending money. So, yeah. It'd be something. Mr. Pittman just got here. We'll watch the beginning later. We're just shooting the shit, Mr. Pittman. I was test driving the old the live thing, seeing if it's still working. There's probably enough room you could put a turbo or two on. Oh, yeah. Actually, I was just watching it, and I paused it because I don't want to have copyright infringement or nothing. But there's a YouTube channel called United by Trucks, and they're all about the C10, the older ones, my genre one or whatever. And they got one that's got twin. This guy's got an 85 square bod short bed fleet side that he does track attacks with. They put the cones out in the parking lots, and it's got a twin turbo 4.9 LS in it. That thing probably shouldn't get. So maybe someday, if a guy had that kind of money, the pony out there would. The pony's gonna be the the dumb one. The truck is just going to be, you know, just for scooting about and looking cool. You know, that's all it is. Might put some different exhaust on it. Because right now he's got 2-inch. He's got the manifolds on it with 2-inch exhaust into some glass packs. I mean, it's got like, you know, a little blip, 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 blip. But I'm going to get some headers and some 2.5 with an H-pipe and some Flowmasters, and we're going to make her bark this a little bit better. Jack Lindour. Lindour, you're. Hey, Jack, how's it going? Appreciate you. Turbos, yeah. What they call it, my guy there on the Vice Grip Garage, and I get all my isms from. He calls them the sushi slicers. You know, just go ahead and put your finger in there and see, you know, sushi slicer. It might hurt you kind of bad. But I appreciate y'all dropping in on a Thursday, totally unannounced. I mean, the frick here is saying I got 16. I see Farmer's got me on, you know, ringing the bell. Son of a, I got him on the bell, so if he puts out a video, I know when it's coming out, but, you know, I don't see him in here. That's cool. I'll remember that one down, freaking guy. Did just get a, you know, trim tonight. That looks professional. Got a decent size estimate tomorrow. Feller wants a barn dominium and then a big pole barn shop. So that'd be cool. Yeah, freaking Farmer, hell. Somebody hit his ass up and say, hey, Jimmy's wondering where he at. He's freaking live for no good reason. And, you know, it ain't that damn late. I mean, hell, it's only 9 o'clock. I mean, I guess the Golf Channel should be off by now. I don't know. I got to grab my pipe. Funny part, and I know these are bad. You know, everything's bad for you, but. So, here in communist New York, I cannot order vape juice to show up in my mailbox, but I can have gun parts. Makes sense. Careful, my will find you. What? Careful, my will find you big time. Now for a louder than stock. Mark, you drinking, or are you just fat thumbing that? Because I'm pretty sure I'm reading that proper. Careful, my will find you big time. Now for a loud. Oh, maybe the law. Yeah. Well, it's an 81. I mean, how's a 20-something-year-old state trooper fucking? Oh, New York will find you. But yeah. I've gotten tickets before. The good part is well, it's been a good 20. Butterbean, what's up? It's been a good 20-something years since I got an exhaust ticket. But all I had to do is bring the ticket to a shop or whatever, and they write me a receipt for fixing it and then send it into court, whatever. I know a couple of dudes, you know. Plus, the good part is that's, you know, a standard, so a guy can just, push in the clutch and go stealth mode, you know, and just kind of coast on past Johnny Law Dog and then just, you know, just carry on my way. It'll be fine. Yeah, it tastes nice. It's probably just as bad as smoking, but whatever. You know, everybody's got vices. Guys drinking, smoking, fuck it. Drinking, or eat my steak and my cheeseburgers. I don't give a shit. All golf is just a bunch of old men smacking. So yeah, that's what I told him the other day. We're watching, now he's back into watching NASCAR. I don't know if any of you guys watch it or not. I mean, me with my iRacing, so obviously I'm back into the NASCAR. And they were running that dirt Bristol race, and they're not fucking dirt racing, they're not sideways. Like, well, if they're super sideways, then they're going slow, and they're going to chew up the right rear tire. But you don't know much about racing, but you know all about golfing. So just stick to your golf channel, and I'll stick to the race channel, whatever. But I was just busting his ass. It was funny. Somebody's here. Wait one. False alarm. I think the oldest boy just took off to go somewhere. Earnhardt 3. Yes. I mean, when it was funny. Funny story about that Butterbean farmer. Never was an Earnhardt fan because, I'm a Ford feller. Just like, it's kind of like, you Chevy guys, probably your dad was a Chevy guy, and that's why you guys are Chevy guys. Well, my dad's a Ford guy, and I remember growing up, and all my mother's brothers were big Earnhardt fans, and all I can remember is my dad, I can Earnhardt, because he was always winning back in the day. I'm talking late 80s, early 90s when he was banging out those championships. Hey, there he is. Oh, thanks for showing up. You're supposed to tell me when you're going to be. I didn't know I was going to do it. I was just trying to see if it works. So that way I can do it this Saturday when we go on the People's Convoy. But at any rate, I was talking about the old Dale. All I can remember is my dad bitching about him. And me and my dad got this thing, even though we kind of fell out of watching NASCAR, all the time a few years ago. We'd never miss a Daytona unless I was deployed or something like that. And lo and behold, for some dumb reason, in 2001, we didn't watch that Daytona, and we all know what happened. So ever since 2001, unless I've been deployed, me and my father have never missed the Daytona 500. We might not watch the rest of the season, might not catch another race or whatever, but we never missed a Daytona anymore, so that's pretty cool. And we watched the 98 one when he finally won. So after that one, I kind of dug on Earnhardt Sr. a little bit, but when I was growing up, all I heard was, fucking Earnhardt, always winning shit, whatever. And I'm a huge Junior fan. I love Dale Jr. I mean, we're the same age or whatever, and what he's done for the sport is just amazing. For all you folks that might follow NASCAR or whatever, or might know, they're bringing North Wilkesboro back, mostly, I think, because of Dale Jr. I don't think you won't see a cup race there. Maybe 2-3 years down the road, you might see Xfinity, but it sounds like they're probably going to run trucks there. But the town of Wilkesboro put in a shit ton of money. The iRacing thing, it was like 2 years ago, Junior went there with the owner of North Wilkesboro. There we go. You gotta say it with that southern accent or it don't work right. And they weed-whacked all the weeds off it, and they brought iRacing in and they scanned it. So because they figured that racetrack was dead, and Junior, being the big NASCAR historian that he is, wanted it, kind of like recorded down before nature literally took the place over. And I think that kind of planted the seed with the owner, and things are starting to move forward in the town or whatever, and they're going to actually open it back up. And they're going to be racing damn near every day in the month of August. And then August 31st, they're going to tear up that original blacktop, and then they're going to run dirt racing on it for I don't know how long. And then they're going to put brand new blacktop on it, and then they're going to have, a bunch of big dogs there, hopefully next year. So it's pretty cool that, they're bringing back, that track's kind of like synonymous. That's like one of the OG tracks for NASCAR, so I think it's pretty neat. Plus, I have it on my iRacing thing. I've ran it. It's wicked fun. I love that track. Oh, the download? I watch it and listen to it all the time, Mr. Luckhart, all the time. I got it on the Spotify. If I got like a long road trip, like I got to go out to some of you local folks know Penn Yan is a bit of a ride from here. That's where I go get my steel from the Mennonites for roofing. I'll always throw a Dale Earnhardt, download on for that ride there and back. It's a good probably hour and a half, so I can damn near get through a whole episode. But I always listen to them things. They're pretty neat. The last one he had there was Aunt Kathy. That one will make your face leak a little bit if you know anything about the family and whatnot. That was pretty cool. Yeah, short tracks are where it's at, man. The fans dig that shit, bumping and grinding. And I don't know if y'all are familiar with North Wilkesboro, but I can't remember if it's the front stretch. Either the front stretch is uphill and the back stretch is downhill, or vice versa, because it was literally built in some farmer's field back in, I think it was like the 50s, maybe late 40s, early 50s. Like, it's one of the OG NASCAR tracks, and that was the big deal that Junior had with trying to save it, or at least put it in the digital world so it would be saved forever and people could run on it, because iRacing and their technology, I mean, every single bump, crack, what have you, is on the sim, so you feel that shit. Yeah, you listen to that one, Mr. Pittman there, Aunt Kathy, that was a good one. When she started talking about how after, Ralph passed away and the garage doors were closed, and when she'd show up the home, it was emotional. So yeah, Gary Suma, Richard Petty will always be. Well, yeah, he's the king. He's got 200 wins and 7 championships. But those days were a little bit different. And I got nothing against the king. He's the great, yes, he's called the king for a reason. But there's some stuff and things that old King Richard was doing that it's a little shady, but they were all doing shady shit back in the day. And just how much shady shit you could do without getting caught. Like we used to say in the Army, ain't nothing wrong until you get caught. There ain't nothing illegal until you get caught. Something like that. Oof, that was a good one. So what we got in here? 25 people. I'll be dipped. Old Iron, what's going on? You missed the C10 walk around and a bunch of stuff and things. Both my grandparents raced short track back in the 50s. I'll be dipped. Was it dirt, Josh, or blacktop? Let a feller know, and whereabouts were they racing at? Because I dig that shit now. Oh, yeah, Willie. NASCAR has changed a shit ton now. Boy, you monkey around with the new cars they got, they are going to slap your pee-pee. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. You're goddamn right. I mean, King Richard was, he was the king of a lot of things, I reckon. If y'all are into that Dale Jr. download, watch that one when he had DW on there, talking about having the lead shot and the roll bar, and they get going around the track, and he'd pull some little lever, and all that lead shot would go out of the roll bar because it made weight, but now, we're going to drop about 200 pounds out of a race car, but, everyone was doing it. Sure. Josh is a Mainer. Is Josh the Mainer feller? So up there in Maine, there's a bunch. Y'all got some dirt tracks up there for sure. Hell yeah. Oh, what else can we jabber about while I'm waiting for comments to upload? Minnesota State Fair used to have a half-mile track, ARCA. Oh, ARCA used it every year. Damn. Let me guess, Minnesota got rid of it. We had a monster mile up here at the Syracuse State Fair, big dirt track. Guys come from all over the place. And that was for our Super Dirt Week because they literally raced for an entire week. It's kind of like Daytona's Speed Weeks, but it's our version and it was on dirt. And, Cuomo got rid of it because he's super fucking smart. So now they do it in Oswego. So they put dirt on top of blacktop. And I believe that's a 5/8 track. And me and my dad's been going to that every year since it came out. And that's pretty. Oswego digs the extra money for sure. There's a channel called Slap Shoes. Yep, watch him. I'm a subscriber of him. And he has went and visited all racetracks, and another one called Stapleton 42. Yep, I subscribe to him. And he builds race cars and does NASCAR history videos. Also, Lane on Peacock. Dale Jr.'s got a show called Lost Speedways. Check that out. He's got 2 seasons of that, and he goes through a bunch of same thing that Slap Shoes did, but a little bit more in depth because Junior's got a little bit more money than old Slap does. But I'm subscribed to all those guys, Slap Shoes and Stapleton. Stapleton just did that one where he was driving around last week. I was watching that one. That was pretty cool. He's hung out with Kenny Wallace and shit. Mark Martin hung out with him, which was fucking mind-blowing, like just to drive around with Mark Martin and look at old shops where he used to work. And that'd be crazy shit right there. Grandma helped build Beech Ridge before it was closed. So I'm assuming Beech Ridge was a racetrack, I'm reckoning. Michael Sherman Gardening, Woodworking. What's up? Oh, we're hanging out in the shop, shooting shit. Dirt racing. Roger that, Mr. Wellner. Yep, they were tore it up many years. Yeah, that's probably. And a lot of it is ownership, and then a lot of it has to do with fan turnout. And they were talking about that today on the Dale Jr. download. Here they are sinking all this time and money into North Wilkesboro, and if the fans don't come out, they're going to be like, well, I guess we wasted our money, and then we're just going to say fuck it. And they won't proceed with the future plans that they got for it. So Junior and Mike Davis, his partner there on the show, are both like really kind of sending it home. Hey, show up. And Junior is going to show up and he says, I'm going to tailgate my ass off on Wednesday nights and watch these races. And he's teasing about actually racing there. with one of his late model cars that he owns. He's teasing about, and if he does that, boy, that night the turnout will be really good. And I hope, I'm probably pretty positive he's going to do that because he wants to see that track succeed. And but what better way to draw in a crowd than, hey, Dale Jr. is going to be racing here? Pfft, forget about it. That'd be a race to watch. I'm hoping that they're going to have some TV there because I like to watch some of that shit. You been to the car museum in Norwich? No, I didn't even know there was one there. I'll be working late in June. Yep. I get rid of that. Let me get caught up here with the comments. Rolling Wheels is up. No shit. I did not know Rolling Wheels was for sale. Dang it. Super speedways, those are fun to watch. Way too many. Oh, there's a bunch of tracks that are going to hell. But I'm hoping that, I still enjoy watching it. I like going and watching the dirt. I mean, Christ, Weedsport's only 10, 15 minutes down the road, and I couldn't tell you the last time I went there. I mean, luckily they're still going, but it's all about fan turnout and a lot of it's price too. I mean, I get where, they got to charge money for track upkeep and all this shit, but I mean, $30, $40, $50 a ticket, go watch the dirt race. That's getting a little out of control. Junior will run a late, yeah, yep. I'm thinking Mr. Pittman, he's going to run that late model because Josh Berry is late model guy. He's up in Xfinity now. I'm pretty sure he's replaced him, or if I think Josh is still running. But it wouldn't be that hard for Junior to just say, hey, let me, give me the keys. Because, he owns the car. Plus it's one race. Big deal. But that'd be, hopefully if it does come to fruition, which I'm pretty sure it's gonna, because like I was saying, Junior wants to see that track, succeed. I hope they televise it, or maybe somebody puts it on the blue tube or something, because I'm going to want to watch that. That's going to be neat. That's still good, though. Should have got more, maybe. I don't know. Probably 6 would be good enough. I don't need to do any more than that. Showing 24. That's cool. What time we got here? Guys got to get some work done. It's about 10 after 9. Freeport, Dera Moscata area. You lobster, right? I think I know you from Bork. Oh, yeah. You talking about Dale? Yeah, sure. Mainers. Dale Jr. said he won his old spots. Yeah. I watched that one too, Sundrop. So if they say yes, then I guarantee it's on like Donkey Kong. And why wouldn't they? They would be stupid not to fucking go for that deal. I mean, even though Dale Earnhardt Jr. is obviously retired, but when he says, hey, I'm going to jump in the car and I'm going to run here, that's a big fucking deal. Because he still does one Xfinity race every year. He just ran Martinsville last week or week before last and still was top 10. Hadn't been in a car in a year. That's pretty good. Mrs. Earnhardt probably doesn't like it much because all he needs to do is ring his bell one more time, and that's not good. I mean, he's got that whole concussion deal, which is no bueno, but I still like watching him run. I think it's cool. Obviously, I'm a Ford guy, but I always pulled for Junior when he was out there. It's just the whole storyline. He lost his dad and the whole deal, and I became a Junior fan when he won the Pepsi 400 in 2001. At Daytona 4 or 5 months after his father literally died at that track and he won that race. That's when I became a Dale Jr. fan. Can you mail lobsters, Josh? Because Farmer wants some and my wife's a big lobster guy. I'm more of a shrimp feller, shrimp and steak. But I don't know, can you mail that stuff? I don't know if it would be any good. Stan Dudek, let's go, Brandon. 500, sponsored by Trump's. Hell yeah, I'd go to that race. That'd be badass. Yeah, I don't eat, sure. That would have to be some like dirt track local, because NASCAR, they're not woke, but they kind of dip their little pinky in there, and they definitely don't want any political, no politics, even though we had that fiasco with Bubba Wallace, last year or year before last, whatever. Give me a break. He signed my son's new shirt at Martinsville. No, you were there, Butterman? You son of a... Hell yeah. I'd love to have a friggin' signed shits for Dale Jr. That'd be badass. Come to Maine, Grumpy. Dinner's on, dinner's on me. There you go, farmer. Just drive your ass up to Maine and get all the lobster tail you want. That's a bit of a ride. We got some friends that live up there. I think it took us 4 or 5 hours to get up there. So I guess it all depends on where Mr. Wellner's located at. Because that could be a bit, might want to use Mama's Mini. Leave the Silverado at home and shoehorn your hind end in the little car because gas is expensive. Even though, allegedly here in communist New York, our new governor queen, they're going to axe the state tax. Was it starting June? And it's supposed to go on to the end of the year or whatever. But big fucking deal. Until I see it below $3, like $2.50, $1.79. I remember having that about 2.5 years ago. Until it's there, they can kiss my ass. Maine was nice. Jody and I went to Portland for a honey. Yeah, Portland, Maine, not Portland, Oregon. Portland, Maine. That's a nice one. From Batavia, takes me 10 hours. Moses, 10 hours. Batavia, yeah. Have I been out to Batavia? I can't remember if I've been out there or not. Probably. I'm trying to remember. East or west of me. Which way's Batavia, Mr. Brash? I can't remember. See you, Lane. Take her easy. I'm going to probably jump off of here anyway. I want to get that other headlight wired in and mounted up at least because I don't have to do. I got a little bit of trim to fucking hang tomorrow. I've been working on my house, which costs money, but it's for the wife. So, guy finally, I don't know, 4 or 5 years later, finally finished the trim in the living room. You can't rush into things, fellas. You got to take your time. So I finally finished the baseboard trim and some of the casing in the living room, down the hallway. Got some painting done yesterday. So she's all fucking happy. West, Roger. And from Illinois, Batavia is 12 west of you. 12 hours. No. Or is that the route? Like Route 12? Probably. But I appreciate y'all jumping on. Christ, I've been up here yapping away for 42 minutes. There's, I had 20-something of y'all in there. Y'all talked about it earlier, Jimmy. You're going to put disc brakes on the back of this. Maybe someday. Old iron right now is way cheaper just to replace on the shoes and put brand new, the hardware, the springs and all that. Guy's going to have to take a picture of it before I take it apart because I'll probably forget how to put it together. But the old C10 ain't going to be the super hot rod. It's just going to be, low and slow and cruising. The Mustang, yeah, guy wants to put 4-wheel discolators on all 4 corners of that bad girl because I'm hoping that one's going to really fucking burn it down. That'd be the plan. Butterbean with mega. Yeah. My apology if you talked. Oh, yeah. We got there. Mr. Dudek. World News had a story about the rats in New York. I thought they were all politicians. Yeah. They're fucking huge, Tom. They could be like small alligators, I guess. I don't know. Later on, Mr. Butterbean, I'm probably going to hang it up, too. We've been yapping for damn near 45 minutes. But I appreciate y'all just showing up out of the blue. I just wanted to test drive it on this phone, see if it worked. Like I was saying, hopefully it works Saturday. So stay tuned sometime Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon. A guy might be going live again with that People's Convoy going out to Albany to bitch and complain at that fucking cunt we got for a governor. And, about our fucking rights being beat to death for the last 2 years. So you guys take her easy. I appreciate y'all just showing up on unannounced. That's cool. We'll definitely be more stuff on the C10 here coming up. So yeah, everyone's got to bounce anyway, and I got to get my ass to work. So I appreciate y'all. We'll talk to y'all real soon. Later on.